this video, we cover whether or not Vegas locals are really all addicted to gambling and what's up with all of those slot machines in the grocery stores in Sin City. My name's Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm sitting in what will soon become, someday in the future, very near future, a YouTube studio for myself. It's raining cats and dogs, which it is inclined to do in the springtime in Las Vegas. You wouldn't think that it rains, but it rains in Vegas, and it's going to be hot in the summertime, and I thought it'd be a perfect place to do a video today. And then I realized the audio and the lighting is just so wrong, so bear with me and like, share, subscribe this video, because I love to do videos about this place. I like to show the world this place, and I thought, well, we should do some more videos on locals and moving here, because some people have mentioned in the comments my channel is soon and quickly becoming a gripe fest against this town, and that's not what it's meant to be. So when you come to Las Vegas, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I'm supposed to say all that stuff, and it's the first minute of the video. So let's actually start the video, and comment below, do you think you would come to Las Vegas? And if you did, do you think the gambling would be an issue for you, or would you just be able to avoid it? Are you that strong-willed of a human being and a person? We talked about the, we shouldn't say the other word, the G word that rhymes with rambling, by the way. So we're going to call it gaming. And I got a cat yelling at me in the distance over there. We're going to call it gaming from here on in. And when you come to Vegas for the first time and you go off the strip, you actually manage to get into real life Las Vegas. You know, the veil goes down and you get to see what the curtain looks like on the other side. That's the unglamorous version of the stage production that is Las Vegas. And in the unglamorous version, you have regular everyday life. You have car washes and gas stations and little bars where you can go and watch the hockey game or the football game coming up. You have these little things, and you also have slot machines. You have slot machines at grocery stores. You have slot machines at car washes. You have slot machines also at the little gaming establishments, the drinking establishments, the pubs. And you're thinking to yourself, why are there slot machines in grocery stores? Are these people really so hooked into it and ingrained? I'm going to have to say no. But I have seen some people have some serious issues with substance abuse and with different types of abuses. Cat break. We do have a culture here based on gaming and gambling. It's just the truth of the matter. And it is something that's existed for nearly 100 years in this town, if not over 100 years. I mean, this city was built on illegal gambling parlors. Whoops. I know, baby. We have a city that's based on earning all of its tax income and revenue from, you know, money from gaming. I can't say again, I use the term rambling, rhyme starts with a G. We're going to call it gaming for demonetization reasons. But it doesn't mean that every single person in this town is addicted to that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, you know, where I work in an office now, and in the office that I'm working in, you'll be hard-pressed to find somebody who's going to sit down on Monday morning at the water cooler, if people still do that kind of stuff. It's all shares on Facebook. But you'd be hard-pressed to find people that sit down there and tell you about their big exploits in gaming over the weekend. You'll have people that tell you about the buffet they ate at the casino, or you'll have people that tell you about the show that they saw, or, you know, the swap meet that they went to. We call that a flea market back home in Canada, where I'm from. The swap meet that they went to. You have people tell them about the adventure they went out in Red Rock, but not so much on those slots. And when you go into those grocery stores, you don't see people lined up like you do at the casino floor playing those games. Yes, there are some people that do, and there are some benefits and perks. Those little grocery store areas, they have their own slot clubs. You can join into the slot club, put your loyalty rewards card in there, and collect points just like anywhere else, and they'll give you free cans of soda. They'll give you free coffees. They don't give you alcohol because that's obviously going to break the law because they're in a grocery store. And gaming can have some perks if you're going to do it here as a local, for sure. And when you go into the pub, you go into the bar, there's a whole video I can do on the smoking laws in Las Vegas. But the reason that those machines exist in that place is just because they want to generate extra revenue. And that's what it boils down to. Most of these places want to generate extra revenue. They go through the hoops, they jump and they do the backflips to get themselves a gaming license. And by getting a gaming license, they're able to go ahead and profit and put another profit stream into their business. The grocery store will rent out the area to the slots, to a third-party company. They don't own them themselves. The gas station will rent out that area to the slots to a third-party company because they won't own them themselves. There's tons of red tape and regulation on that kind of stuff. Now, my life in Vegas has been interesting. I worked on the Strip for the better part of like almost 15 years. My jobs on the strip were various, but most of the time it was in timeshare. And I was the guy that would sign you up for the tour and send you on the tour. Those guys always have like a crew leader, and those crew leaders oftentimes make huge money. One of the crew leaders we had some serious problems, but before his serious problems with gaming and different various substances got the best of him, he was making $200,000 a year by standing around by a nice car, looking good, and being an example for the guys that might want to aspire to that. But he also threw almost every single penny that he had into those machines. I remember watching him over at the Flamingo one day, right by the Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville area, and thinking this guy was like Rain Man. Remember Rain Man? He was so good at one thing. He would sit down at a video poker machine and he'd be like blasting through this machine at light speed. I've never seen a human hand work that quickly in conjunction with the brain before. It was like this guy should have been working at NASA, helping spacecraft get out of low Earth orbit in an emergency scenario by doing high-level calculations on a computer, because he was like, never seen anything quite like it. Those are the kinds of people that probably shouldn't live here anyways. So if you're that kind of person and you already have an issue and you go to Atlantic City, or you go over to the Pichenga, or you go over to the Seneca tribe and you like to do that kind of stuff, probably not a good idea to come to this city, because that stuff does exist absolutely everywhere. But that being said, you're not, again, going to find a lot of locals talking about how they went to the grocery store and hit a jackpot. You'll get once in a while, and those people. Those are those people that have the drama in their life. They have the highs, they have their lows. And we all have our highs and we all have our lows. But some of those people will tell you stories about how they were way up here on the machine and then they lost it all. And what do you do when that happens? You just be, I guess, grateful that you have some self-restraint and some self-control. But if they have the disposable income, it's just another avenue of fun for them, I suppose. It's the same way while you might meet somebody who likes to buy specific quirky things. And he might tell you about how in his video game collection on the weekend, he won an auction on eBay for $1,000 for some rare and obscure thing from 1986. And you're sitting there going, why did you win a $1,000 thing from 1986 that I could probably never want to be interested in whatsoever? It's the same kind of thing. Those people have a collection. They have an addiction to collecting what they like. They get that little dopamine reward system. We talked about this in a video about slots just a few days ago. And in that video about slots just a few days ago, I said people like to get rewarded. And every single time a machine makes a fun noise, or you see something pop up on the machine, that's your reward system going ding, 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 ding. I got something good going on in my brain. So if you're that person, you should know your limits. And if you don't know your limits and you come to this town, you might have a hard time. But if you do come to this town again, you're going to see slot machines in grocery stores. You're going to see slot machines in all sorts of areas. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be addicted to that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean that the whole city is into that kind of stuff. And if you do come here and you're just a tourist for a few days and you decide to take an Uber ride so you can go stock up on some provisions because you're getting tired of spending $7 on a bottle of water, you want to have it in your room and you see those machines, just know that no, we're not all sitting there using those machines. I have gambled myself in my life maybe 3 times. No, I lied to you. I've gambled twice. The first time I came here, I gambled once. I won some money at the Luxor. I got a bunch of coins. It was back when coin gaming was a thing. I went back home to Canada. I couldn't exchange the coins. Felt bummed out. Second time I came here, a friend of mine at one of those car washes I mentioned tried to tell me that I could learn how to play video blackjack. Truth is, I don't know anything about video blackjack. I don't know what a push is. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I won $10. I walked away. So I guess I'm very lucky because my gambling or my gaming has led to me winning twice and then walking away. But I know that I'm an addictive personality in a lot of ways. I'm addicted to making YouTube videos for you right here on the channel. So there's things that I want to make sure that I don't do so I don't get invested in the game. I don't learn how to play poker because if I learn how to play poker, I'm the guy that thinks he can beat it. I think I'm going to be the guy who's Matt Damon in Rounders. I think I'm going to be that dude. And that's not going to happen to me, to you, or to you. So if you have those proclivities, you might want to think twice about coming here. But if you do come here, no, we're not all hanging out in casinos. We're not all doing that kind of stuff. But if you're addicted to YouTube, what you should do is you should click on the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and if you haven't left me a comment already, now we're at the end of the video, nobody watches this part of the video, I want you to know you can support small YouTubers. You can help me grow my YouTube studio and feed my Siamese and my 2 other cats. You can click on the Patreon link and you can donate anything. $1, $5, $500,000 a month, and then you can be in the credits. And I got to be honest, if you donate $500,000 a month, you could probably dictate my entire channel for a month. I'll let you do that. You can tell me whatever. I'll post any topic for you. But we're going to get to the credits right now. I want to thank you for watching. This might give you some insight about those weird slot machines in the grocery stores. I'm Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. Want to be in the credits? Head over to Patreon. We're going to get the credit roll in 3, 2, 1, click.